Hello, my name is Tarek Khalil. I am a civil rights clerk at the Council on American Islamic Relations, the Chicago chapter. And in this week's civil rights vlog, we'll be discussing Herman Cain's loyalty test to all Muslims. Now, Herman Cain is a GOP presidential candidate, and while at a conservative conference in Iowa in late March, Herman Cain told a reporter that if he became president, he would not appoint a Muslim to his cabinet or as a federal judge. Now, in explaining why he would not appoint a Muslim, Herman Cain stated, quote, there is this attempt to gradually ease Sharia law and the Muslim faith into our government. It does not belong in our government. Now, what Herman Cain failed to do in mentioning Sharia law is describe what Sharia law is and its purpose. Just briefly, Sharia law is derived from the Arabic root word way or path, and it's basically a religious code of life for all Muslims. It's religious law. It's law that Muslims practice in their daily lives. For instance, the foods they choose, the clothes they choose, the amusements, the sports that they partake in. It even applies to financial and marriage obligations, politics, daily routines, etc. Now, in defense of his remarks, Herman Cain stated in mid-June, quote, you have peaceful Muslims and you have militant Muslims, those that are trying to kill us. I was thinking about the ones that were trying to kill us. He later stated to the Associated Press that I am not anti-Muslim, I am anti-terrorist. Now, Herman Cain also emphasized the First Amendment. He said we have a First Amendment, and he's right. But the United States Constitution also has an Article 6. And in Article 6 it states, no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. Now, in saying that, it's quite troubling that a conservative defender of the Constitution would advocate violating the Constitution. Herman Cain also overlooked two major things. Presidential appointees already swear an oath of loyalty to the U.S. Constitution, and high-ranking officials undergo an extensive FBI background check. So, I don't know what else he's expecting from Muslims to do when everybody already swears an oath of loyalty to the Constitution. This whole notion of creeping Sharia is baseless, and ultimately it's a non-issue because foreign law can never supersede American law. Just to go back to Sharia law once again, what Muslims do in their private daily lives is all represents Sharia law. For instance, Muslims pray 5 times a day. Is Herman Cain suggesting that Muslims should stop praying 5 times a day? Muslims also fast 30 consecutive days in Ramadan. Now, is Herman Cain saying that we should stop fasting if Muslims aspire to be appointees in his cabinet? And also, Muslims give charity. So is Herman Cain also suggesting that if a Muslim is going to be an appointee in his cabinet, he would have to stop giving charity? Now, this all sounds like nonsense. I don't know if that's Herman Cain's intention, but it sure sounds like it. There is not one GOP candidate, not one Republican candidate that questioned him on his remarks. That raises the question whether they share his views or will apply a similar litmus test if they were to become president. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week's Civil Rights Vlog.